Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Scott Schilling, the significance expert. And, you know, I just felt like I really wanted to do this video yesterday, but I actually had to let things kind of settle in and process. So I guess God's plan and timing is perfect. That means it's supposed to happen today. Hey, John, thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. We'll get some more folks on here. Excellent. People are starting to fly on. That's great. Like I said, I had to let yesterday settle in. And this is all about who feeds those doing the feeding. It's interesting how the topic came up multiple times yesterday. I actually did an interview with Jason Croft. We launched episode 39 of the Jason Croft Show yesterday. And in it, we talked about coaches need coaches. Who coaches the coaches? Other coaches. The fact of the matter is we all have blind spots. We all have these opportunities to improve. And yesterday was one of those days for me. Who feeds those doing the feeding? My desire is to do as much feeding of other people to help them grow as I possibly can. Hey, Jeff, all the way from the other side of the pond in the UK, my good UK brother. Good to see you, Jeff. Anyway, but Ryan Leak was the speaker at Wingmen. Wingmen is an organization created by three-time Super Bowl champion Chad Hennings. It's a group of men of faith. It's just an amazing group where men come to be accountable and to have the support that they need. Guys, we're very famous for not sharing pretty much anything. But the fact of the matter is we need to do that. Hey, Kathy, thanks for joining. And anyway, so Chad has created this amazing organization called Wingmen, wingmen.org. You need to check it out. In fact, there's a talk that I did there on the homepage. Please make yourself available to that. But yesterday, our speaker was a young man by the name of Ryan Leak. And Ryan, I had never heard of him before, but he actually got engaged and married on the same day. Now that takes some planning. I mean, this guy's got some vision into the future. And so that was part of it. But he also created a documentary called Chasing Failure. And it was just really amazing, the stories that he came in. And there were just some points that he brought out that I said, man, I just really have to think about this personally and put these into place. But the first point he shared, and man, it was just a boom kind of moment, was become today who you intend to be tomorrow. Become today who you intend to be tomorrow. Why wait? Get after it right now, right here. Life is too short. And again, I've had my own personal health scare, and so that so resonated with me. The fact is, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. You know what? The rest of today isn't guaranteed. Live your life. Love other people. Love your family. Love your spouse, your kids, those around you, your friends. Yeah, I know we do a lot of business. And hey, Steve, thanks for jumping on. Great to see other people joining us along the way. Thank you so much. Please keep on doing it and share this. Become today who you intend to be tomorrow. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So let's do this today. Let's get into it. Kind of like the statement that everybody starts to talk about, Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the world. The fact of the matter is Gandhi never said that. Now, he said something that's been paraphrased into that. But you understand the whole point. The point is everything is a choice in our lives, and we have the opportunity to make the difference, not only for other people, but for ourselves. Who feeds those doing the feeding? Another thing he said that was just so amazing to me was, chasing failure will take you farther than chasing success will ever take you. Boy, I had to let that drop in for a second. Chasing failure. Well, the fact is, there is no failure. Failure doesn't exist unless you classify it as a failure. so all of a sudden it clicked in my head as I wanted to do this video yesterday, but I let it process. I let it sit in there. And earlier in the week, I did a TV interview. And one of the questions that they put in the pre-interview was, list your greatest failure. I said, there's no such thing. I've never had a great failure. The fact of the matter is the only failure is quitting. Everything else is simply a learning event. Hey, Oren, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you, Rita. Thanks for dropping in. Again, keep on sharing this with people. There is no such thing as failure. The only failure is quitting. Everything else learned in your active attempt to do something great is called a learning experience. So all of a sudden, after I let that percolate for the day, the statement, chasing failure takes you farther than chasing success will ever take you, made so much sense. Do you understand? The fact of the matter is we can't fail. We can simply learn. But we can't either fail or learn if we don't take a step. We have to take action. Now, am I going to tell you every single action I have taken in my life has been perfect? Hell no. Are you kidding me? I take far more actions that don't work out than that work out. But it doesn't stop me from taking the next action. See, the fact of the matter is the only way we can get feedback in our life is to take an action. We're going to be off course in our life and in our business, in everything we do, far more than we'll ever be on course. And so all of a sudden this came to me as, what was Ryan trying to get through with this? Chasing failure will take you further than chasing success will ever take you. Because it's just a matter of taking the action. You take the action, you then evaluate, you learn, you analyze. Did it work? Did it not work? Is it the right step? Should I take a step right? Should I take a step left? Should I do this? Should I do that? There is actually no failure unless you classify it as a failure. Now, trust me, the outside world is going to classify a lot of things you do as failures. And hey, Terry, boy, keep on coming, guys. Thanks so much. You know, thanks for the kind thumbs up and hearts and all the other stuff that are flying. The outside world is going to classify things you do as failure. That's their opinion. They don't know what you've learned from that event. Do you understand every time you do this, if you learn to observe, it's simply the next step forward. You know, in the invention, Edison, in the invention of the light bulb, somebody said to him, you know, you've had 10,000 failures. He said, I haven't had a single failure, but I've found 10,000 ways that it hasn't worked on the way to the one way to find how it does. So again, don't let the world knock you down. You are amazing. Do you understand your capability? Who's feeding those who are feeding others? And then there was one last statement, and boy, this just, hey, Harrison, how you doing, man? I am Harrison Klein's biggest fan. There's no doubt about that. And the last thing that Ryan brought forth in this talk was so powerful. And that was, what would you do if you knew God, your higher source, was with you every step of the way? Wow. What would you do if God, your higher source, was with you every step of the way? Man, I'd do everything. I'd do anything. He is. Do you get it? He is. Or whatever your higher source is. Now, mine's Christian. Mine's God and Jesus Christ. Yours is whatever yours is. That's cool. But understand, the highest power that you believe in, that you put your faith in, that you work your actions beside, is on your side. The world is conspiring for your good. There's nobody who ever gets into anything to purposely fail, or to have it go wrong, or to not have it turn out the way they think. Now, have I had a lot of things in my life not turn out the way I expected? Hell yes. Are you kidding me? You can't be a massive action taker and not have more things not work out than work out. Now, you can make the choice to let that discourage you. Or you can take what you learn and let it encourage you, give you the strength and the courage to go forward. And just go make it happen. 2018 is going to be the best year of my life. There's not a doubt whatsoever. Am I going to do some things differently? Hell yes. I'm going to do a lot of things differently because I learned so much in 2017 that 2018 is going to be that much better. Now, I don't say this to impress you. I say it to impress upon you. I'm no different than you. The only thing that I've done is learn to be really frickin' observant and really look at the good, the bad, the ugly, the left, the right, the sideways, and take it for what it is. Input. Feedback. Don't hang in the past. There's a reason the windshield is significantly bigger than the rear view mirror. The rear view mirror just tells you what's been there or what's behind you. That's good. That's frame of reference. We've got to know that. But the fact of the matter is what's ahead of you is limitless. But the only way it becomes limitless if you take the limits off yourself. The only one who limits us is us. Now, personally, I take comfort in the strength that I know my God, my higher source, is with me every step of the way. Yours is with you too. Thanks for being here. Please share this. Man, I just want the very best for you and so many others. 2018 is going to be a fabulous year. Love, hugs, blessings to all of you. Thanks for joining me. God bless.